Alright guys, this is Clyde Goodell here with another video today. As I said in my previous video back to pink, I had ran into a guy that just was really all about just fighting for as long as possible, and I have to respect that. The guy's name was reeeeee, but with a lot more E's than I'm currently sounding out. But he was really good, and we went about 14 fights altogether, I believe, 15 fights, excuse me. And I had been dropped down to yellow rank recently, and I had just made my way back to orange, and I wanted to get a few more fights in to see if I can get to pink, and this guy just offered me some really good fights, and we just kept fighting, and it went on for a long time. So I'm splitting it up into 3 groups of videos that just show me and this guy going back and forth. He definitely is no slouch, and I really enjoyed these fights, so I thought I'd put together a little compilation. Enjoy. Alright, so he's here with his base Vegeta, base Goku, and Super Saiyan form. And of course I'm bringing my normal team, Gohan, Vegeta, Super Saiyan, and Tien. And the beginning of the fight, this is the first fight, so we have no clue how the other's going to go. So this is definitely the testing water fight. And he comes out with his base Vegeta at the beginning, who definitely ended up being a force. But Gohan comes in, Gohan doesn't do too bad either, usually. Here I get a pretty good setup, but I miss with the Dragon Rush. When it's not in the corner, it's just a little shy, so definitely won't be doing that again mid-screen. But paid the price with it, and Gohan is out of the picture very early. Plus he has his Vegeta away, so now his Vegeta's healing. But I have a Vegeta too, so, you know, things aren't all that bad. But I switch right in with Tien because I just instinctually pop tri-beams at the end of Big Bangs now, just because it works out well usually. But Tien definitely doesn't do great in the beginning here. As I said, I'm still reading this guy, and he's definitely better on the blind assault than I am, at least against each other. This fight ends up being close, I believe, but I'm pretty sure he takes the win in the beginning. Probably didn't need that, but Vegeta definitely needed to step in so Tien could heal a little. His base Goku is pretty good, I have to say. I'm never ready for base Goku because you don't see him often enough, but people who put the time in with him, it shows, and he's actually a very interesting character with some cool abilities, just that people haven't fully explored yet, I think. Alright, and Vegeta's assist with the Destructo Disc isn't bad either. I had kind of dismissed it in the beginning, but it's really pretty good. And he is great at linking together DHCs. He does really good work with his hyper combos, I have to say. Yep. As soon as I throw that Big Bang out, there's going to be a tri-beam. A little skip in the video there, but oh, really good. I was ready for the KO Chem, but I was not ready for the grab option. And Tien pays the price for that. As I said, base Goku just has so many weird little tricks that can at least catch you off guard one time. You know, that it's very, very disarming at the beginning. And he always has a couple of more tricks, you know, things that you're just not ready for and not expecting before he catches you with something weird. Oh, and a really good sparking combo there, putting Vegeta on the defensive really, really bad. Even though he popped his sparking, he's in great shape. You know, I tried to come back with Vegeta. Probably should have Final Flash there to try to get like a hard knockdown or something. I don't know. It usually does it in the air, so I don't bother for the hard knockdown situation. Here, I really felt like that should have killed, especially with the sparking. I can't believe he lived with that little bit, but recovered pretty nicely. So definitely not in an optimal situation right now. And unfortunately, if I'm not mistaken, my first little slip up he utilizes right there. Tried for the cross up, but my little stubby arms really didn't do the job on the ground. So he takes the first win, definitely a good fighter. And I came right in for the rematch. And we had a pretty good fight after that. As I said, this whole thing goes about 15 fights, so the final 4 fights are in my Back to Pink video, and then I'm splitting it up into these 3 segments here, and they average about 4 fights each. he came in strong because he was feeling pretty confident. But when that situation comes up, it's best to just defend. Try to find your opportunity for something like a down heavy. Ooh, sometimes that does not work, but whenever it does, I think it looks so great. Brought in Vegeta just for the hell of it, really. Now he's got a lot of blue life on the table, so you know, it's weird. Like whenever you have a lot of blue life like that, you got to think the other person knows that your only goal is to get that damn snapback. So sometimes it's better to just go for something else that they're not expecting. I think I still take the snapback here though, just because you get so one-minded about it. You know, like you have to. Oh no, I don't. There you go, perfect. See, I ended up doing so much more damage than I would have if I had just done the little bit of blue life to get Super Saiyan Goku in. But he's really good about just getting his people out right at the last second, so definitely if you can get it early, it's... Look at that. Goku is on his last legs now. And he tends to be a problem in a lot of the fights, so it's good to get him out of the way as early as possible. No bar, and I had no follow-up for that, unfortunately. And now he gets himself a little more damage before Goku's done. Like I said, his tag outs are really good, and it gets his characters out of some bad situations. You know, even though it's just that slightest little bit of sliver of life, it gives him an assist. It gives him someone to pop out and hopefully use to defend a character to heal back again. It gives you more options than you would think, but right there, my Vanish thankfully took care of Goku. So we have Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta left, and the middle slot's actually empty because I killed him as an assist. You never really see that. Thought that was funny. See, he's really great with just, oh, level 3 at the end, cool. And catches me with a Dragon Rush and just puts me in a really bad spot. But that bad spot happens to be Tien with a Sparking and full health, so never really the worst situation in the world. But he does have an assist, so I have to watch myself and play a little bit more defensively. Cover myself with Tien's amazing auto combo, but the Vanish messed up there, and I definitely took the punishment for it. See, that combo's really great, but he still doesn't have it mastered yet. He flubs it a few times. And Tien trying to get in a little bit of the blue health away. Take any damage you can, you know, and if you whittle them both down, their sparking really doesn't matter as much because neither of them really have that much life to recover. And as I showcase here, Tien's strong enough, especially in his sparking, to just take out one of them, even if they are sparking with one hit. He does his level 3 here, which of course is going to expend a little bit of his bar, and he tried for the Dragon Rush, but I woke up with the Tri-Beam and just one hit. Instant kill. As Vegeta comes in, but as you see, he's already lost his sparking, so Tien just does what he does. So, as I said, I'm starting to use Chaozu a little bit more. I thought I had the sparking there, so I thought I'd be able to follow up with the light. And he gets a good combo off here. And like, once again, his ender isn't exactly perfected, and I win for it. Alright, so now we're 1-1 at this point, and I was feeling pretty good about him. I thought I could definitely get a better win out of him. So we went for round 3. Little did I know that we would be fighting for the next hour or two. Which, as I said, I can definitely respect in a player. And I start trying to pull back in my Reflex, because the first few fights I didn't really use that. Didn't know what his playstyle was going to be. But from now on, I definitely try to work on my Reflex to a fault. And monkey see, monkey do. As soon as I started reflecting, so did he. Good cover with the Goku assist. Both of them. I have to say, both Gokus there, unlike Super Saiyan Blue, have wonderful assists. Base Goku's actually, surprisingly, tends to catch me off guard a lot. Not just with this guy, but anyone who plays with Base Goku, that assist comes out strong. Alright, just took the power up just for the buff. Not even the hit there, but I covered myself pretty well. And then, like I said, whenever you're in danger, just stop for a second and look for that opening. People love to throw out overhead stuff that you can reaction down heavy. Ah, right there I thought I'd beat him on that, but he recovered a little too quick. As I said, whenever you see someone whiff a down heavy, usually it's pretty safe to just down heavy again, unless you see them start using projectile wake-ups after they're down heavy, in which case you usually lose, but after the first volley or two, you usually know pretty well what's going to happen. See, Goku's assist just stands his ground. Alright, but Super Saiyan Goku's down there, and we have just Vegeta and Goku base forms. And I still have most of my team somewhat okay, even though Gohan's taking a beating at the moment. Ooh, and he did get a lot of blue life off that. I hate when I use my second jump early. Okay, so yeah, and he just out footsied me. Took a bunch of good light attacks and got rid of Vegeta pretty quickly, so now we're even again. And once again, just his base Vegeta has that little bit extra range, I feel like, with some of his normals. Or at least a little bit more speed, I feel like. And a really good DHC with the base forms, which he makes synergize really well. Okay, now I'm just down to TN and a sparking. But this time I have a ton of meter already, so I feel like it's a little bit better of a situation, because if you have TN with bars, you're usually good to go. Again, with those Goku pop-ups, he gets such good mileage out of jumping forward and getting those medium lights. And those Kaioken attacks do so much more damage than you think they're gonna. And there, I don't know. I tried to go for an overhead, and he just had his down heavy ready. Right now, just assaulting me. I have to say, the guy was really skilled with his Kaioken. This right here, pretty awesome. But sparking kind of pulled me through, and then gave me a hit or two. Yeah, I just spend the bar, because at this point I needed to get rid of him. But that also pretty much spends all my sparking. And he is base Goku's full health. Not been there, he pops it, and I have nothing, so it's basically kill or be killed right now, so Tien has to do his Tien God work. But Chaozu can help out. I have to say, once I started using Chaozu for his telekinesis, it was definitely a game changer. Especially for Anchor Tien, because he still gets that assist, basically. And it works out great. Once you train someone that whenever you get your sliding knockdown, you're going to pull out Chaozu. As I see right here, I just instead rush up, Dragon Rush, because he's waiting for the Chaozu. And that actually saved my bacon once again, as I have no health. Could have went for a level 3 and done that so much more carefully, because that tends to drop, but there you go, guys. Alright guys, so as you see, that was a couple of really close matches where I barely pulled out my first few wins, but as he continued to fight, and we had some really good ones. So I'll put those up in another couple of compilations and show you the rest of the videos, because we start figuring out each other's patterns and things get pretty good. Anyhow, this has been Clyde Cadell. Thanks for watching, and as always, please like and subscribe and leave any comments you have in the bottom. Thanks for watching.